Hi, this is CAD CAM Lessons channel, and in this video I will show you how to create a groove on a cylinder in FreeCAD. FreeCAD is a truly free 3D CAD system that can be used both for hobby and commercial purposes. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new content. And if you'd like to support my work and treat me to a virtual coffee, you can find all the details in the description below. Thank you for your support. Now let's move on to FreeCAD and I will show you how to create such a groove. Create a new parametric part, and we will start by creating a sketch on the XZ plane. Here we will create a shape consisting of a polyline. Select the Create Polyline command to create a polyline. Place the first point of the polyline at the origin of the coordinate system and draw a shape like this. Next, when it comes to this point, hover the cursor over the x-axis. When the x-axis is highlighted, click the left mouse button to link this point to the x-axis. For the last point, click here to close the shape. Then right-click twice to end this command. Now let's add dimensions. Select this line, press the D key, and enter 50 mm for this dimension. Next, select this line and enter 30 mm for this dimension. Later, select this line and enter 100 mm for this dimension. And then select this line and enter 20 mm for this dimension. We have a simple sketch. Close the sketch. And now, based on this sketch, we will create a solid by revolving the sketch around a specified axis. Select the revolution operation and create a solid by revolving this sketch around the x-axis. For the axis of rotation, select the base x-axis, and we have this solid. Click OK, and we have a simple solid. Now we will create a construction plane based on this face. Select this face and choose the Create Datum Plane command. Here we will create a plane that will be offset by a specified value from this face. To do this, we move this plane along the z-axis. Here you can specify the offset to a specific value. The position of this plane will determine the location of the groove. Move this plane, for example, 30 mm into the solid. So here in the z direction, enter -30. And click OK. Next, on this plane, we will create a sketch. Select this plane and choose to create a sketch. Here, as you can notice, this solid has been rotated and the global z-axis points in this direction. In this case, the global z-axis is pointing to the right. But if you would like the global z-axis to point upwards, you can simply click here twice on this arrow to change the position of the solid. In this particular case, it doesn't matter much since it's a rotational solid, but in some cases, the position of the solid can be significant. Next, select the Create External Geometry command to create a reference geometry based on the edge of the solid. Now switch to Section View. Then right-click to cancel the reference geometry command, and we will turn off the visibility of the construction plane. Switch to the Model tab. Select the plane in the operations tree and press the spacebar to turn off the visibility of this plane so it doesn't obscure the view. Then return to the Tasks tab. Now we will create two circles. Select the Circle Drawing command and draw two circles with their centers linked to the origin point of the coordinate system. Draw the first circle with a diameter of 50 mm and draw the second circle with an arbitrary diameter. Then right-click, and now we will do it in such a way that we will link this circle to the reference geometry. Select these two geometries and choose the equality constraint. This way, this circle has been linked to the edge of the solid. We didn't need to input the dimensions of this circle. We simply applied the equality constraint that linked this circle to the edge of the solid. Now select the line drawing and draw two lines so that the endpoints of the lines lie on the circles. That is, we just hover over one circle, and when the circle is highlighted, we click the left mouse button. Then we hover over the second circle and when the circle is highlighted, we click the left mouse button. Then we right-click to cancel the line drawing command, and we have something like this. At this moment, these lines are linked to the circles, and now we will add more constraints to specify the position of these lines. First, select this point and this point, select the endpoints of the lines, and choose the horizontal vertical constraint. Then select the endpoints of these lines and also choose the horizontal vertical constraint. Now select the line, select the circle, and choose the perpendicular constraint. Now select the two lines, press the D key to activate dimensioning, and specify the angle between these lines. Here, for example, enter 80 degrees. Now select the geometry trimming command and trim the segments of the circles. The sketch is complete, close the sketch, and now based on this sketch we will create a pocket in this solid. Select the pocket operation, check the symmetric to plane option here, and in this field enter 10 mm to specify the depth of this pocket. In this case, we define the width of the groove. Click OK to confirm, and thus we have created something like this. Now we will add fillets at the corners of this groove. First, I will switch to a view that will make it easier for me to select these edges. Holding the Control key, I select the four corners of this groove. Then I select the fillet command to add fillets here. The width of the groove is 10 mm, and here, if I set the radius value to 5 mm, I cannot do that because FreeCAD doesn't accept such values. I cannot set a full radius at this moment, but I can do it in such a way that I set this value to 4.99. And this radius is almost full, so we can leave it like that. I click OK, then switch to the As Is view, and thus we have created such a groove in this solid. In this video, with this simple example, I wanted to show you how to approach creating this type of geometry in FreeCAD. This was one of the methods to create such a groove, and by the way of this example, I would like to show you another way we can approach creating such grooves. I will create a new project, and we will start by creating a sketch on the YZ plane. Here, draw a circle with a diameter of 100 mm, with its center at the origin of the coordinate system. OK, we close the sketch and add an extrusion of 20 mm. OK, now we select this face, and on this face we will create a sketch. Here we will draw a circle whose center will be at the origin of the coordinate system with a diameter of 60 mm. And we close the sketch. Now we add an extrusion of 80 mm. And as you can see, this is another way we can create such solids. Now we will create a groove. I will show you a second way we can approach this. Select to create a sketch, and now we will create a sketch on the XZ plane. This is the plane that passes through the center of the solid. Select this plane. Next, select the Create External Geometry command to create reference geometry based on this edge. Then select to draw a rectangle and draw a rectangle. For now, we can draw this rectangle of dimensions 10 by 5 mm anywhere. Now right-click to cancel the rectangle drawing command, and we will add the distance from this point to this point. Select these 2 points. Then press the D key on the keyboard, and here on this axis specify the distance to be 30 mm. OK, right-click to cancel dimensioning. Now select this point, and choose the horizontal vertical constraint. OK, here I didn't really want that. As I wanted this point to be in line with this point, I pressed Ctrl plus Z, and again select this point and choose the horizontal vertical constraint. Okay, I don't know why it was placed this way here, so we will do it differently. I press Ctrl plus Z, switch to section view. Now I will move this rectangle a bit inside this solid and select this point, and choose the horizontal vertical constraint. And now everything is fine. We close the sketch, and now based on this sketch we will create a groove in this solid by removing material, by revolving the sketch around a specified axis, and we will do this using the groove operation. Select this operation, and here at the beginning we need to specify the axis of rotation, because as you can see it looks this way now. Here we need to choose not the sketch axis as the axis of rotation, but simply the base x-axis. Then we specify the angle at which we will make this groove, for example 80 degrees. I click the left mouse button outside this field to update the view, and we have something like this. Click OK to confirm it. And now, as in the previous case, we can add fillets here. I switch to wireframe view, and holding the Control key, I select the edges of this groove. Okay, I choose the fillet, and just like before, I enter 4.99 here and click OK. I switch to the as is view, and we have such a groove. We created this groove in such a way that the beginning of this groove is on the XZ plane. Here I will turn on the visibility of the planes, and this is how it looks. Here we have the XZ plane, and from this point we started the groove. In this case it doesn't matter much since we don't have any other geometry here, but if we had to create this groove in a specific position, we could create a construction plane based on the XZ plane. We select this plane, choose the Create Datum Plane command, and now we can add a rotation to this plane. Here on the x-axis we can rotate this plane by any angle. For example, we will rotate it by 55 degrees. Click OK, and here I will turn off the visibility of the coordinate systems. Now we can create such a sketch on this plane. I select this plane, choose to create a sketch, and just like before, we will create a rectangle here. I won't add dimensions. I will just create a rectangle like this. I will switch to section view. OK. I select this point, and choose the horizontal vertical constraint. OK, we will do it this way. We close the sketch, and now we will create a groove based on this sketch. Here we also change the axis, specify the angle, and click OK. And as you can see, by creating a construction plane, we can specify the exact position of this groove on the solid. We will finish here. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.